They're not out getting it. A lot of guys aren't in the gym like they used to. You know, I just started back going to the gym. I had to start a whole push-up challenge to get my momentum going back, right?
I appreciate you for doing it.
Right, but
you get mine back too.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But just as something for us to jumpstart ourselves, because sometimes it's about more than manifesting. You got to do the work. All right, man, we are back. It feels good to be back. How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. You talking to me? I guess I'm the only one here, huh?
Yeah, man. Feeling
up,
good.
man?
I got the Lakers fitted on. Lakers doing all right, too.
Are they? Or did they just lose last night? What are you talking about?
They lost last night, but they look good. I saw Pat Bev back up. My man Reeves.
Pat Bev was going hard.
Yeah.
But that's what Pat Bev do.
Nah, I saw him knock him down.
But your man got smacked in the face.
Well, I mean,
you feel me?
he a rookie or whatever he is. And it was by Book. Book blocked his shot. Then Ayton came over there.
But Ayton was just acting crazy, was standing over him like he did. So I didn't understand that at all.
Goofy, man.
I didn't understand that at all.
But how you feeling, dog? It's been a minute.
Man, I'm feeling cool, man. Getting stuff back together, getting stuff situated, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You lying to me, but
What you mean? That's true.
It's a lot.
You know, things happen, but you gotta smooth it over.
Yeah, true.
You know,
I mean, Lakers 5 and
life is rugged, never smooth.
Yeah, facts. Life. Lakers are 5 and 10, so they 5 and 10, and I have faith in them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely got faith in somebody who battle tested. You know what I mean?
And LeBron coming back for y'all, maybe it might,
Yeah, true. Like, we doing this without. I actually like it because I'm looking at Davis be a man.
Oh, now he was balling.
37.
What, 21?
He's averaging like 30 and at least 15 these last couple of games.
Yeah.
So that's a promising thing for the future. We got Schroeder back, but this ain't a sports podcast, man. Yeah. So we gonna get into this because you may have been down, but I want to welcome you all to the Keep It Uplifting podcast. I got your host here, James Uplifting Edwards.
All right. And
I got my host, Al Parker. What's going on, man?
What's
Co-host.
up, folks, man? It's great to be back on the Keep It Uplifting podcast. You understand? We have been gone for a minute,
Yeah.
Well, I have. This man be working too hard, man. I can't keep up.
Yeah, it's been, man, holiday season is crazy at work, man. I've been off for a while, guys, so I just wanted to give you guys some quality content. I've been listening back to the content that I was doing daily, and I wanted to make some revisions, but I wanted to at least try to get some guests and people to help balance me out, man. It sounds a lot better when I got somebody to bounce ideas off of, and the man behind the camera, in front of the camera, Al Parker, the Prodigal Brothers.
That's right, man. We run that pick and roll all day.
But we were watching the Patrick Bet-David channel, Valuetainment, whatever it is, and he was saying, are weaker men on the rise? And he had a couple of great points. He was talking about how the grip strength is going down every year, and that's just important because if grip strength is going down, there's a correlation to testosterone as well. That's why.
Okay.
So the T levels are dropping every year for men. Men are being less educated as far as going to college. Right. They're not doing that. And, the squat the squat max is going down on average. The bench press max is going down on average. And I wanted to know if you felt like, you're out in the public, you work with people who are younger than you. Do you feel like the men of now are weaker?
Yeah, most definitely. But it's a different environment, though.
That's what I was about to ask you. Do you feel like it's societal?
It most definitely.
Like, is it induced because we don't have a voice anymore? That's what Patrick Bet-David was getting into. But what I wanted to ask is, do you still open the door? Do you still pump a woman's gas? Do you still do all of the things that men do?
I do, because I mean, that's I guess that's how I was brought up.
Right.
So, long story short, right?
Do you still
I feel like that's what men should do, and I wouldn't feel like a man if I didn't do those things.
Do you still feel like you can speak your mind though? Do you still feel like you can say what you want to say in a respectful way? But do you feel like you can say what you want to say and how you want to say it?
Now, if you're asking me personally, yes,
right.
But now, if you're asking,
we do a pod. I mean,
if you ask me personally, yes, yes, I speak my mind and I say it the way I want to say.
Okay,
but it comes at a detriment to me.
Right.
Speaking your mind as a man, you got to take consequences.
So, do you feel like that is what is making, because that was really kind of what he led into, is like we don't have freedom of speech, and we could get into Kyrie, but even Jaylen Brown saying I support the fact that people were outside cheering this player who was allowed to play basketball. It was good to see us. He didn't say what they had on their shirts or what they represented, but he was just saying that it was good to see us supporting each other, us unified. He couldn't even really say that without someone trying to get something to quote him on that would be a good headline.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, I feel like we do have speech is free, bro. We have free speech. We're sitting here doing this podcast right now.
Right.
No one's telling us what to say.
Right.
And we can press that release button or submit what we press.
Yeah.
And we release it to the public.
But they can take it down too.
They can. That's what I'm about to say. We can do whatever we like, but what we fail to realize is that there's consequences to everything that we do.
Okay.
And I think that's what people fail to realize these days.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Somebody said when they was actually referring to Kanye, it was the guy that used to run TMZ that got fired. I forget his name. I'm sorry. I do my research. The black guy.
Yeah.
But he was on another podcast and they asked him about Kanye. And this is what he said, and I thought it was profound. He said Kanye doesn't want free speech. What he wants is white speech. Right? And basically what he was saying is that he wants to be able to say things and no one say anything back or do anything to him. Or he doesn't want consequences for his speech.
But I wouldn't say it's white speech. It's just speech without consequences, like you said.
But that's
I like
that's the term he used.
I like that you said that, but I think that's even the problem.
What?
As men,
the fact that there's consequences to what you said?
No, the problem is and why weaker men are on the rise is because we ducking consequences.
Thank you.
We ducking like think about it. You
said it.
That's
exactly what we
Rich
doing.
Auntie who comes in pods, she was talking about how men don't be trying to approach her
because they scared of what she might do or what she might say.
They scared of rejection. They're scared of being turned down.
But what we say on another what do I do to people on another pod we talked about? I will stare at you.
Yeah, you. I would rather you just approach. That's all I was trying to say.
Saying.
But you like, look, if she look away,
okay.
then I know, stop looking. Right. But that's the thing that even Patrick Bet-David was talking about was men don't, men are lonely now. Like dudes don't have ambition. They're not out getting it. A lot of guys aren't in the gym like they used to. I just started back going to the gym. I had to start a whole push-up challenge to get my momentum going back, right?
I appreciate you for doing it.
Right, but
you get mine back too.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But just as something for us to jumpstart ourselves, because the physical being is just as important as your mentality.
Right.
And it feeds into your mentality.
So now it makes sense of why Patrick Bet-David was mentioning the grip strength and the squat and the push-ups, because that is true. I believe younger folks are not as physical anymore as far as physical training.
It's not.
And the thing about it is we're talking about like consequences of things. People are okay with it.
Right.
Like,
right.
Like to be a sluggish, out of shape person when we were growing up, bro. Come on, man. Look where we from. We're from Maryland.
Yeah.
If you don't hoop, who are you?
Yeah, what are you doing?
You don't ball? What do you do?
Even if you're a big dude.
What do you do?
Even if you Mike Sweetney.
I mean, if
like you got a ball.
Yeah, but even if you big and don't play sports,
Yeah.
But see, we live in a society where as though that for having that mentality is looked down upon. It's like, yo, just because I have a physical stature, why should I be physical? You understand?
Yeah.
So that's what's happening with us. Like the fact that we don't even force men to do, well, not force, but we don't accept men to do the things that men traditionally do. So that's why men aren't traditional men. Men are still men, but guess what they turning into? They're feminized.
But what's
they're weaker men.
But what's the solution to this? Like, there's a lot of podcasts that happen, and it's always us talking about how life is doing us. And what is your ideal? Like yeah, I'm not. Yeah. But your ideal solution to being a stronger man, like you're personally, how would you go about strengthening yourself if you felt like you were weaker?
It sucks because you're asking me, and I'm just a traditional man, and I think.
But what is that? Expound on that for me.
Just exactly what we talked about, man. I believe in taking care of a woman. I believe in opening doors. I believe in protecting a lady. I believe in walking on the roadside of the sidewalk, you know?
Right.
I believe in all that stuff.
Yeah.
I believe in someone knock on the door while we in the house, I answer. I believe in walking in the door first.
Yeah.
I believe in being strong.
Yeah.
I believe in, for lack of a better term, being the tough guy.
You believe
That's what a man's supposed to do.
You believe in being the first man in the house after New Year's too, right?
Of course.
Like a lot.
I mean, I don't believe in superstition, but I'm always the first in the house.
Yeah, but I just, I believe in that, man. After New Year's, a man should be the first one walking that house if there's a man that's in that house.
Right, most definitely.
That means that you're going to have a year of good fortune.
I mean, I just believe in those things.
Yeah.
But to further what we're talking about is we don't want to just sound like brutes, but your physical being does sharpen your mentality.
I think that's what I'm getting at is what is wrong with that? Because brute men are gentlemen too.
That is so true. That's true. But unfortunately, it has a negative connotation these days.
Yeah, man. Like,
you know why? The reason why that has a negative connotation is Pat. If you all watch the video, he throws out a lot of numbers and a lot of proportions.
Yeah.
And what we fail to realize these days, a lot of us male podcasters, that we're simply out. There's more women than men. So, like, of course, they'll be able to spread their influence faster, quicker, and broader than what we can.
I actually think that
it does happen. Like, if we're outnumbered 3-1. Their voices is going to overpower
in some
us.
places, but I actually think the numbers are in our favor. There's more men to go around.
But that's not true, though.
That's not. I thought that
was
the numbers.
Research.
Yeah,
but I thought they outnumber us almost 3-1, like 2.67 to 1. You know, something like that. If I'm not mistaken, we can always double check.
But I'm just saying. Just think about that. Nobody is even using game anymore to get women.
But that goes. So let me say what I was gonna say is like the problem with men now is mental, honestly, right? We don't want consequences. We got anxiety. We're scared the reason why we don't have game for women because we're scared of the rejection. Come on, man. We used to go to the carnival and holler at 50 women to get 20 numbers.
Getting numbers.
That was a challenge.
We used to get numbers on a piece of paper and see who had the most numbers at that.
Show it to me and call them. Right? At the end of the night.
Right, bet.
Right?
Yeah,
But we have anxiety to do that.
Right.
No more.
Right.
We don't have, we can't take it. Number one, they stopped like the bullying in school. So no one sharpens us. Steel sharpens steel.
Yeah.
Right? Like we always look at it as bullying. Oh, poor guy, he got bullied. But at the same time, when someone gets bullied, man, they end up being tough as hell.
Yeah, now you get bullied, you go and get a gun. Used to get stronger.
Yeah,
like if somebody
used to go work, you used to go lift some iron,
you get stronger.
You punch somebody in the face, and they're like, "Oh, we ain't gonna mess with him no more."
Yeah, what happened to punching somebody? What happened to sneaking somebody?
Sneaking, getting some brass knuckles.
In case you don't know what sneaking is,
advocating violence, but
no,
this is what
but it's not.
Kids.
It's not violence, dog. It's
growing.
Yeah, it's literally growth. It's just calculated aggression is what I would say. Like, I'm going to fight this person to get tougher. When I get older, I know that I'm not in school anymore and I can't just be hitting people randomly in the street.
But and also that physicality, what we're talking about is that physicality sharpens your mind.
Right.
You know, and think of a person that's never hit someone before.
Or never been hit.
What's going on in that man's mind? He's scared to face everything.
Yeah.
You understand?
It's a lot.
Because he don't know what it feel like. You know, like when you hit somebody in their mouth, you got bloody knuckles. You may break your hand.
So but
it feels good.
So that is what's going on. They're trying to have us live in fear.
We're scared of everything, bro.
Scared to post.
So we're scared
to say something.
But we're scared to face. We're scared to face everything from every angle of society. Like you said, like you were about to say. Go ahead.
Well, no. The funniest part about that is like, there would be no Martin Luther King or Muhammad Ali or Malcolm X or Black Panthers or anybody.
Or Harriet Tubman or Rosa Parks. Like, come on, man. Rosa's, and she wasn't a violent person, but guess what? She had to face something to not get up that day. Nah, I'm not doing it. Whatever. Do what you want to. You feel me?
Right.
But these days, people are somebody, they said something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hate when people, this is one thing I hate is when people say, no, you have to. What do you mean I don't have to?
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
And no one has that type of mentality anymore.
Yeah.
Which is why we get bullied, which is why all of our elections are rigged, which is,
Right.
Which is why we get scammed at an astronomical rate. Is because we fall for anything. Because we're too pussy, for lack of a better term, to stand up for anything.
Yeah, you stand for nothing, you fall for everything.
And that's what
fact.
happens.
That's a fact.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
And that's why we're raising weaker men.
I don't think we are. I think
I'm talking about as a whole.
Society is pushing men in a direction of fear. And fear doesn't allow you to get outside of yourself, like you said.
Yes.
It doesn't allow you to go and try to attack anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's in our nature. We are the people who will walk into the house first when the house is pitch black dark. We are the people who will get up when there's a noise in the house, because that's how we're made. That's how we're built up. And somewhere along the lines, I believe when money comes into play, everybody thinks that equals the playing field, and it doesn't. It just provides more resources. But natural strength, natural testosterone, natural makeup of a man is never going to be the same as a woman. We're not built to be the same.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that
at all.
But somehow along the way, we got to a point in society where everything is supposed to be equal. No,
everything.
You as a man, every day you get up, you're supposed to go hunt, right? I got up at 4 a.m. today for the first time in a long time, and I felt absolutely amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. I just went and worked out.
Right.
Like, start your day off the right way. You don't need to be on your phone all the time. Read a book, or just sit in silence and think to yourself. That's okay too. Yeah.
Reflection.
Yeah, man. Like, but and go get a woman. Go get you some. We have nothing but stories of
just talk to her.
If you
see what happens,
if you ever want to hear our stories about how we was able to get it out here, let us know in the comments. Send us an email, uplifting@keepituplifting.com. We will live stream and tell you all of our dirty laundry, because you guys need to know that is light. It's easy to pick up women out here.
You don't need 6 figures.
Yeah. Now, obviously, you do need to, at some point have a craft that is really earning you money, and you should be looking for challenges to conquer. That's how you get smooth with your game of getting women. Getting smooth with your game of getting women is going to have you getting smooth with your game of talking to other men about business. Because now you're sure of yourself. Now you have confidence.
Right.
Now you on your A game when you walk in somewhere because you like, man, I do this.
Listen, you can't achieve anything if you're scared of consequences or you're scared of what someone might say.
Right.
You know? And I think that's a big part of what's going on in today's society too.
Yeah.
Because everything is online, because everybody can see what you're doing or what you post. Right?
A man without a voice is weak though. How you gonna be in a house with a wife and kids and you can't tell nobody to sit down? You know what I'm saying? Or like your voice doesn't ring the loudest when it needs to. Not all the time.
Yeah, of course,
right?
not all the time.
But like, look, we gotta sit down as a family and everybody like, boy, you don't get out of here.
Yeah, I mean,
like that's what a man. That's really what a man is. You know what I'm saying?
That's what holds the structure down.
Right.
When a man speaks, he creates the structure. That's what holds it down. Like I can't think. Oh man, I can't think of anybody's name today. But I'm sorry. But he basically said that a man should be dangerous, right? He should be
Jordan Peterson.
Jordan Peterson. I knew you knew the guy. He said that you should be dangerous and you should try to be the most dangerous person that you could be. And once you become that, you need to learn how to control it. And that's when you're a good man.
Yeah, but I mean, that's how we are, right? Like, at least that's how I am. I feel that. Yeah, like I'm a scary.
I'm working on controlling it.
I'm a scary person, but I'm a scary person because I'm relentless.
Yeah,
I'm hungry. I'm never going to be stopped. That's why we always say, keep going, keep grinding.
Yeah.
It is an aggressive stance on life and a pursuit of what you think you should have, right? Fantasies are illusions. You know what I'm saying? There are these one-offs that you can have, right? But your dreams are something that you should be able to obtain.
Yes. Those
Those are real things.
Right.
They come to you for a reason.
Yeah, they're meant for you.
Right. And that's what real men do. I don't think the men are getting weaker. I think the strong men that lead are getting washed out because their voices are being suppressed a lot more.
Oh, okay. So you think that makes sense too. Men, maybe the weaker men are the ones that's being heard because of what I just said. Unfortunately, the feminine voices outnumber masculine voices.
I don't think it's that, bro. I think I believe it's not women.
But if you say
like everything
not
is
necessarily
it's not their voices. It's the fact that you can't say. I was watching a clip the other day, and we'll end this soon. And I want to thank you all for listening. But if you do want to listen to some strong men, definitely tune in to the Keep It Uplifting podcast because we are giving you things to help build stronger men, but a stronger person in general, not just stronger humans, man or woman. Right? This is an inspirational podcast. We tell stories on here of greatness. Period. No, whether it's a woman who built a business, whether it's a man who built a business, but men have to. Lost a train of thought here, but where was I saying?
You're saying that it's not because of the women that the strong men are being drowned out.
Yeah, so it's not that the women are saying things. It's that you can't even be a Christian and just be promoting Jesus Christ. And a woman came up to a guy who was telling him, I'm going to try to find the clip and I'll add it in if I find it. But she was telling him that he was wrong he was sexist or misogynist because he was saying that he's supposed to lead his wife. And he was like, it's in the word. It's in the Bible.
But that's what I'm saying.
But it's not the woman though.
I'm not saying it's the woman.
It's what people are telling. Like, think about this. We're supposed to accept everything and have no opinion on how we run our house. Because if we tell people how we run our house, we have to face fear. We have to tell people who we vote for, right? I went to get my license the other day, and it was like, oh, you're such and such on there. And I was like, I just want to take this off. And the lady was looking at me weird. I was like, I don't want anybody to know what party why do I have to tell you what party I vote for?
Right. Or why do you have to have a party? Why I can't just choose the best candidate?
Like,
which is what it's supposed to do.
Exactly.
That's what I'm supposed to be.
And
why are you looking at me funny? Because I have beliefs and I have opinions.
And that was the thing that was crazy to me. That's the thing that's crazy to me about how the system is. And that's why I believe it's systematic, man. Like, we can't learn about anything.
But you know what's systematic about it? And I've just found it. It's because we do too much off of emotion. You understand?
True.
And I understand people getting in touch with their feelings. That's all fine and dandy.
Right. But but stay right there for a second. What happened to replying with your thoughts?
Right.
Hey, Al, you said something I don't like.
Exactly. That's an approach.
The thing is, opinions are supposed to cause discord.
Yes.
And for some reason,
cause disruption.
That's how we get better.
And you need to be able to stand by your opinion.
But that's how we get better, with people thinking for themselves, because it's supposed to elevate the consciousness of, our communication, so that we can have these dialogues and disagreements and achieve greater understanding of each other. Yeah. And it's supposed to connect us.
But you know what? We just went full circle. It goes back to free thought.
Yeah.
No one has the free thought. Everyone's basing everything off of emotion. Oh, what you said made me sad inside.
Right.
So what you said was wrong.
Right. And
it's simple as that.
And that's how it is, man. If you're a man, think for yourself. You're a woman, think for yourself as well. Keep going, man. Keep it uplifting.
Always. Peace. Make sure to like, comment, share, and most importantly, keep it uplifting.